So OHUHU sent me a pack of their new Waikiki acrylic markers. Now these are the brush tip acrylic markers, as you can probably tell by the box, but listen man, I'm excited to use these, test them out and see what they can do. We gotta get right into it. So let me get this box opened real quick. You can see 36 colors like I said. Let me just see what the markers look like. But you can see right here, man. Let me try to get y'all a good view. We got a nice set of colors. They definitely do appear to be vibrant colors. Let me just pick one out here real quick, because I see there's a swatch card in here too. Let me try to pull that out if I can. Getting lost in the package. All right, so we got I'll definitely like lay the colors out on the swatch card, see what they look like on paper and compare them to the caps. But so here's the marker close up right here. My bad, I was trying to get it in focus. It was taking a minute, but it does have like directions on the marker too. I think they usually do that though with their acrylic markers. So now I just took the cap off just to see what the brush looks like. I haven't activated it yet, so you don't see any paint in the brush, but let me do that right now. So the steps for activation is pretty simple. All you do is shake the marker with the cap on first, then you slowly press down on the top button, holding it in for like 3 to 5 seconds at a time. And then once the brush is filled with paint, that's when you can start using it right away. Now I'm testing them on paper right now, but you can use these on a ton of different surfaces like wood, glass, stone, canvas, and a lot more. I'm gonna just get another one of these markers activated, this pink one real quick. And you can see right here as the paint starts filling up the brush, I'll give you a more close up. So as I was saying, the activation process is pretty straightforward. It just does take a little bit of time. But once the brush tip is saturated, they're ready to be put to use. And another thing, like I literally just noticed this with the box, it can fold from the top and you can set it like this to get like easy access to like grab the markers if you're in the middle of coloring or something. I really like that feature. This also makes it like really easy to set up on the table somewhere. But let me activate it and swatch all the markers and get them down on this paper. Now I did have to do a little bit of fast forwarding here real quick, but you can see all the markers here on the black and the white paper. You can see you get 36 vibrant colors, and it's kind of similar to their alcohol markers too. They're known for the saturated vibrant colors, but you can see we got the box open and ready to go, so we can start using them on a piece right now. We got to get right into it. Now as you can probably tell, I'm gonna be using these on the black paper this time around, and that's one of my favorite things about acrylic markers is that they can be used on different types of surfaces like this one right here. Now I normally use alcohol brush markers, but they wouldn't be able to show up at all on surfaces like this, so that's one huge advantage for the acrylic markers. The colors can still pop on like the black paper especially. So you can see I set up my swatch card right here just so I can find what colors I need. I need BR65 right now, so I'm gonna try to grab it real quick. Now I do prefer having the brush tip for acrylic markers just because there's more flexibility involved with it, as in you can tilt the brush to the side and use it to fill in larger spaces a little bit easier. And on the flip side, you could tilt the brush like more upward and use it to fill in the smaller areas or add in more small details. So for me at least, I feel like it makes creating the art a lot more easier or frictionless. And you know, as I was mentioned earlier, I do use alcohol brush markers a lot, but I also use the acrylic markers in combination with them. Like since they're more opaque, the acrylic markers that is, you can use them to color over mistakes, like layer over stuff you don't want to see. So, you know, using acrylic does definitely come with some advantages, but let me just finish coloring up my dude's skin right here. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of the cool gray to fill in the eye right here too. So you can see I got the base colors on right here, and I think they dried already. My bad, I was just touching it to make sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna start adding in the second coats right now. Now, for me personally, I like my art to look really clean and polished. So that's why I'm adding in this second layer. I'm trying to get rid of the streakiness. I want it to look like a nice flat color, and I'm gonna add like clean outlines to it a little bit later on. Now, as far as applying the paint, I'm coloring in the small circles. That's how I'm filling up the areas with this second coating of paint. Coloring in the small circles is how I use my brush markers, alcohol brush markers too. Now listen, I'm not as experienced with the acrylic markers, so I'm not sure if this technique is gonna work that well, but it seems to be working. It looks like it's coming out pretty nice. Now I'm gonna use my white chalk lead to add a little bit more of outlines to the head, and I gotta use the white lead just so it's able to show up on the black paper. And now of course I'm gonna bring out some of my bold outliners just to clean things up a little bit, make it a little bit more polished. Now listen, man, I did attempt to add a fade in his hair. I was trying to pull it off, but I wasn't able to make it appear how I wanted it to, and I spent a good amount of time trying, but I'm gonna definitely have to practice a lot more, definitely, because it's been a while since I tried to blend with acrylic brush markers, so I'm definitely a bit rusty. So I'm gonna just use the black marker to fill his hair in fully and to cover up that attempt that I tried to do with the fade, but listen, man, another thing that I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the white brush marker to add an outline to him, just to make him stand out a little bit more against the backdrop. But let me just add in the last details and I'll show you the results of this piece right here. But right here in front of you, man, you can see the finished results from my guy. And I do want to say thank you again to Ohuhu for sponsoring this video. These markers are available on Ohuhu's website and Amazon. You can just search Ohuhu paint markers on Amazon, Google, or other platforms. But thank you guys for watching. New videos will be on the way, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm out.